welcome back. Today we're gonna do something pretty complicated. A couple weeks ago there was this fashion blog that came out on the internet, and it happily, I guess, featured me as one of the beauty stylists you should pay attention to for Game of Thrones hairstyling. And I'll link to it up here. It was really super awesome. Thanks you guys so much for helping me get to that point. In the paragraph that introduced my video, however, it sort of said that since no one has done Sansa's wedding hair yet, blah 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 blah, let's show you this. And I thought, oh, that's a challenge if I've ever heard one. So today we're going to do Sansa's wedding hair. It's, like I said before, it's pretty complicated. If you haven't ever hairstyled before, had experience doing your hair, this probably isn't a good thing for you to start with, because you have to have good dexterity, you have to be able to control your hair and get it to do what you want it to do pretty well. But if you're still wanting to do this, let me show you all the materials you'll need. You need a buttload of materials. You're going to need, first off, things to wrap your hair around. She has these big, long hair wrap buns, 3 of them in her hair. And so what I'm going to be using for this video are these thingies. If you've ever been to the mall or anything like that and see those hair donuts that are mesh, that are for making buns, that's what these are. I just cut them up and then sewed 2 together. This is going to be the main roller that you're going to be using, so you need 2 large hair donuts for this. You also need something that's slightly smaller. This is 2 small hair rolls. Try to get it as close to your hair color as possible, but I couldn't find any red ones, so I have to use this light brown. And then you also need one more small one. So like I said, just cut it in half like that. And you just need that. You don't need to sew this one to anything. If you don't have any of these, and you can't find them anywhere at your stores, you can try to get creative with stuff in your house. You just need something that's flexible and tubular that you can wrap your hair around. Hopefully soft too, something that won't catch your hair. Or there's a third option that you can do that I was gonna do until I found these actually. You can do what's actually historically accurate, is called making a hair wrap. It's this. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a bunch of old hair that you bunch up, wrap around itself, and start forming whatever shape you want. It looks gross, I'm sorry. Lots of people have done it before. It's been used for centuries, and if you think about it, that's dead hair. This is dead hair. This is dead cells that are coming out of your head. There's really no difference, especially if you gather that hair up from like the shower. So if you like when you're in the shower, comb out your hair a little bit with a finger comb. If you get loose pieces, stick it to the wall, and then after your shower, gather it up and wrap it around. You can also take it from your brushes and stuff that falls on the ground when you're blow drying your hair, anything like that. It took me about a week to make this, just because I had a lot of hair on my hairbrushes. But if I was going to be using that for all 3 of these wraps, it would take a lot longer, so you have to plan ahead if that's the method you want to do. You're also going to need some soft string. This is like nylon, I'm pretty sure, something smooth and has a little bit of presence, you know, it's a little thick. This is going to be for wrapping around and decorating one of your hair rolls. Next, you're going to need several small hair ties like this, at least 6, I want to say, 8. 6 or 8, I don't remember right now off the top of my head. And then you're going to need as many bobby pins as you can possibly gather up. If you're not like swimming in these already, you should probably go to the store and get another packet just to be sure. You can also have some hairspray. This will help you get the finishing look done, because rolling the hair isn't often very smooth, so this can help you smooth it down. And then finally, handy dandy hairbrush. Ready to get started? Because I don't know if I am. Begin by locating the place on your head that is halfway between your neck and forehead hairlines. This is where the center hair roll will sit. Now between that middle section and the front hairline, split the hair at half horizontally. Secure this front half out of the way for now, like my emo unicorn style here. Now gather up the remaining hair between the middle location and your forehead. Brush it out to make it as smooth as possible. Grabbing your largest rolling device, roll up this section of hair in the forward direction. As you go, slide the rolled hair out towards the ends. Once you get to your scalp, secure both ends of the roll with a couple bobby pins to your head. Slide the rolled hair outward so that you can cover the ends of the roll device. Once you get it out to the edges, pin it in place. Now smooth all the hair on the roll forward and pin it tight by hooking it in front with a bobby pin and pushing the pin under the roll. Now we're going to decorate the roll with our string. This is easiest if you have a large yarn needle to thread the string through, but I don't, so instead I'm tying one end of the string to the crook of a large bobby pin. Whatever threading device you're using, stick it underneath the end of the roll from the front so that it comes out the back side. Pull the string most of the way through. Now thread the string through the front again an inch or two farther down the roll so that the string wraps over the top of the roll when you pull tight. Wrap the string around the roll this way all along the length of the roll. Once you get to the other end, double back and make X patterns out of the wrapped string. Once you get back to the start, pin the string ends under the roll. Apply some hairspray and smooth the rolled hair forward again to fix some of the flyaways. Now we're going to roll up the hair that's along your forehead. Brush it out again, grab your middle-sized roller, and wrap up the hair in the forward direction again. Pin the ends down so that the roll is right up against the other one. Smooth the hair forward and pin in position from the front. This roll will stay bare, so hairspray it now and smooth down the flyaways. Now gather a small section of hair behind the large roll to make the last one. Wrap it around the remaining roller you have, this time towards the back. Slide the rolled hair out towards the ends again and pin in place right up against the large roll. To make the rolls most secure, I'm going to pin them to each other here since the rollers I'm using are mesh. Now take a small section of hair on one side of the back roll and turn it into a rope braid. Make an equal-sized rope braid with a section of hair from the opposite side of the roll as well. Wrap these braids around the outside of the two front rolls and pin in the front underneath the front roll. Now find equal-sized sections of hair from behind your ears and also rope braid them. Drape these rope braids over the rolls from behind. Secure them in the front underneath the front roll about 2/3 of the way along the rolls. This way they will cross in the back. If your hair isn't quite long enough to get over all 3 rolls, you can pin them in between the front and middle one, or even the back and middle one. Yay, more rope braids! Take 2 sections of hair from the nape of your neck this time, about where the 2 tendons back there meet the skull. Braid to the ends and secure with an elastic. Drape these braids as well over the rolls and secure 2/3 of the way along the length so that they cross in the back. For these braids, my hair isn't quite long enough, so I'm pinning the ends of these rope braids between the front and middle rolls. Finally, split the remaining hair in half and cross the sections toward the opposite shoulders. Braid each of these sections into rope braids and secure the ends with an elastic. The King's Landing ladies never secure the ends of these braids, but if you want to move around at all while wearing the style without fixing the braid every 5 minutes, securing them is your best bet. I'm putting 2 decorative pins in the front as a final touch. And voila, it's all done. If you want to really turn heads, this is the hairstyle for you. If you like this, please check out my other tutorials on my channel, s'il vous plaît, and have a great day!